welcome back to my channel. You all know this channel has been about educational, entertaining, and historical fictional and non-fictional stories, also songs for kids and adults. But today we'll be doing something new, which is not mean to overwrite what we have been doing, but an addition that I'm excited about. It's book review. Book review of Take the Key and Lock Her Up by Ally Carter. The genre are young adult, thriller, and mystery. If you are not familiar with this writer, she's a young woman who for some years now has dedicated her life to revealing the dark secret lives of celebrity elites and their criminal ventures, allegedly, which she herself was a survivor of. After listening to some of her claims, I googled to know more about her and discovered she also wrote some books. I went ahead and ordered 3 books from her series, Embassy Row. Today, I will be reviewing one of them. To be honest, don't laugh at me. I thought the books were going to be a tell-all books, considering what she had allegedly been through and seen, but it's not. Instead, it's a realistic fiction filled with suspense and mystery that would leave you intrigued and wanting more. Here, Ally Carter delivers a gripping conclusion to the Embassy Row series with Take the Key and Lock Her Up. This novel, like its predecessors, combines international intrigue, family secrets, and psychological tension in a way that keeps readers on edge. Before we dive into the main story of this book, I would like to familiarize you with the characters used here, the theme, and the plot of this book. Specific characters or relationships. Grace and Alexei's evolving relationship. Grace's relationship with her brother Jamie and the dynamics within Grace's friend group, talking about Noah, Megan, and others. Now the themes are 1. Grace's struggle with mental health and trauma. 2. Power and corruption in the political elite. 3. Family loyalty versus personal identity. Key plot points here are 1. A specific twist or reveal in the story. 2. The climactic confrontation and its stakes. 3. The resolution and how Grace's journey concludes. Now, let's look at the summary of the main story. This is my perception. Don't crucify me. Feel free to add or remove from my view in a comment. Grace Blakely has spent her life being told she's crazy. But in this thrilling conclusion to the Embassy Row trilogy, she learns that the truth about her family and her heritage is far more dangerous than she ever imagined. Grace is caught in a deadly web of secrets involving an ancient royal bloodline. She has discovered that she and her brother, Jamie, are the last descendants of the royal family of Audria. This knowledge puts her in grave danger, as powerful forces within the country will stop at nothing to protect their throne, even if it means eliminating Grace and her brother. Haunted by her mother's death and the lies surrounding her family, Grace teams up with her friends Alexei, Noah, and Megan to expose the truth and take down those conspiring against her. But the journey is perilous, and Grace struggles with paranoia, trust issues, and her own traumatic past. As Grace uncovers hidden conspiracies, she faces betrayal and must make difficult choices to protect the people she loves. The story races toward a tense climax as Grace fights to save herself and her brother while confronting the legacy that has shaped her life. The book explores themes of identity, family loyalty, and the cost of uncovering buried truths, bringing the series to an explosive and emotionally satisfying conclusion. What interests me the most? Well, one of the things that interests me is how Grace was able to gather evidence and allies to confront those responsible for her mother's death and the cover-up. She uses her wit, bravery, and the support of her friends to challenge the power structures in Audria. Grace is willing to put her life on the line to ensure the truth comes out. She faces multiple life-threatening situations, but remains determined to see her mission through. By the end of the book, Grace succeeds in exposing the conspiracy, ensuring that her mother's sacrifice was not in vain. However, she also steps away from the spotlight, choosing a life of freedom and self-determination rather than one dictated by a royal legacy. The conclusion highlights Grace's growth as a character. She is no longer running from her past, but instead facing it head-on, stronger and wiser than before. If you'll allow me, I would like to talk about some significant twists in this book. Take the Key and Lock Her Up. One of the most significant twists in Take the Key and Lock Her Up for me revolves around Grace discovering the full extent of her family's royal lineage and the conspiracies to keep it hidden. Here's a breakdown of the twist and its impact. The twist, the royal bloodline revelation. Throughout the series, Grace learns piece by piece about her mother's connection to the ancient royal family of Audria. In this book, it is revealed that Grace and her brother Jamie are the last surviving heirs to the throne of Audria. Their mother, who had uncovered this secret, was murdered because of it. The revelation is a bombshell because it means Grace and Jamie are not just victims of political intrigue, they're central to it. This knowledge places Grace and Jamie in immense danger. Those loyal to the current royal family are desperate to keep this secret buried, fearing the disruption it could bring to the monarchy. The conspirators, including members of Audria's elite, are willing to kill to protect their interests. The betrayal within. A shocking layer to the twist is that some of the people Grace believed she could trust are complicit in the conspiracy. This betrayal rocks Grace, intensifying her paranoia and reinforcing the theme of trust as a fragile and dangerous thing. What impact does this have on Grace? This revelation deepens Grace's internal struggle. She is not just fighting for her survival, but also grappling with the weight of her family's legacy. It forces her to question who she is and whether she wants to embrace this royal heritage or reject it entirely. The twist also fuels her determination to bring the truth to light, even at great personal cost. The stakes heighten. The royal bloodline revelation shifts the stakes of the story. It's no longer just about Grace solving her mother's murder or exposing a conspiracy. It's about her taking a stand against the entrenched power structures of Audria. This twist propels the story toward its climactic confrontation, where Grace must make critical decisions that could change the course of her life and the country's future. Like I earlier said, his is my perception. Don't crucify me. Feel free to add or remove from my view in the comment. See you again soon on my next review. Don't forget to like and comment to support this channel. Bye.